Hello from Southern Ontario, February 15th. So I thought I'd take a walk in the snow. Not the kind of walk we all wish Trudeau Jr. would take like his daddy did. Just something to get away from the computer screen because, whoa, I'm still trying to get into that electronic banking. Now let me sort of start, I guess, with a summation. A year ago, when the digital banking came out, the difference in the contract between you and your bank with digital and electronic, it was kind of appalling and I thought quite scary. The power of control that the bank has over your assets if you're digitally banking compared to electronic banking. Now the contract I got yesterday with 13 pages rather than 28 is so vague as to be useless. So my point is, if you have assets with your bank, I'm far, far away from a financial specialist. Mortgages are RRSPs, whatever the case may be. I would suggest you take a really good deep dive into that contract. Maybe even get some legal advisement. Because the level of control, again, in last year's contract, between the two systems, digital and electronic again, was appalling. And that's what I was doing online today. I was trying to dig out what I couldn't from the contracts. I have an appointment at the bank on Friday. I'm going to see if I can talk to the manager there. He was helpful. But as you see, it's freshly snowing. I walk 20 kilometers a day at work. I don't feel like walking downtown. I don't feel like driving. Everybody's got to learn how to drive again when it snows. So I just thought I'd put it on hold. But the one thing I noticed today, every site I went to, well, 9 out of 10 of them, they're blurring, intentionally blurring. Small example. I thought, okay, if 82% of Canadians are digitally banking, how many are electronically banking? Go to a given site, they start talking about electronic banking, and a paragraph later, they're using the term digital as if they're exchangeable. They're not. There's two different systems. Kind of takes me back to when they changed the meaning of Vaseline. Remember that? They changed the meaning of the word. They don't want us to know or to appreciate the difference between electronic and digital banking. Now at this point, if you're still with me as I ramble and amble along, they don't want us to appreciate the difference. They want us to think it's the same thing. I wanted to get some hard information out of those contracts and then go into the speculation, which I'm at now, which is that this opens the door for CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. And if you go to what Canada is doing, what the Bank of Canada and etc. says they are and aren't doing with the introduction of CBDCs, well, they are doing. So anyways, in summation, again, if you have assets that are entangled with your bank, and who doesn't, except the ever-increasing amount of impoverished people who are not weeks, but days or hours away from insolvency and juggling their overdraft. Seriously, I would suggest you look into it. Anyways, I'll finish my ramble, and then I'll finish my amble.